Alright, so we're going to continue right now with the actual computer. If you guys can see it right now, I'm going to run, this is the laptop that we just talked about. I'm going to run it. I'm going to actually run a model too. We're going to run a 3D model first of all, so you guys can see the video card is not very good at all. That's why we're going to end up using this case for it. So let's go ahead and run a model first. So we're going to go ahead and do Twin Motion. It's by Unreal. If you're not familiar with it, it's pretty much just you bring in your 3D models in there, you review them, you move them around, and you discover a lot of things in there. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I'm going to go and close it. And here's the 3D. We're going to go ahead and import a model, if you guys can see it. And we're going to run it, see how quick it is. So we're going to go ahead and do the demo. Frames per second. So we're going to go ahead and move. And the quality is not very good at all. Look at this. It's like horrible. You can't even tell on their faces. It's just incredible how some of the things... Look at this guy's face. He looks like a freaking zombie. Look at this guy. You can't even tell. The computer is going to start kicking in right now with the fans because it's not capable of handling these kind of models. It's gonna have issues. So right now we're doing the demo, and this is without the video card. This is the internal laptop video card. All right. And we're running at 39 frames per second. It cuts off a little bit. The quality is horrible. If you guys can see some of the stuff, the lighting is not there. Unfortunately, I don't have a mouse on this laptops, and I'm gonna show you the difference between it and how much frames per second we're running without the video card, of course, without the video card input. So this is the 3D model that we're looking at. We're looking at Twin Motion. So if you guys are into the architect and you guys want to demo something through your laptop, you're going to give them bad quality and bad services. So you don't want to do that. But the easy way to service somebody like that and give them some sort of demo will be to use one of these systems. And these systems are pretty awesome for these things. If you guys see the drone, it's flying around. And I'm going to try to see if I can step away. Now the quality of it, it's not presentable type. It's more a polygon, and it's more like a, I don't know, it's cartoonish. You know, it doesn't look realistic. You know, if you see the quality on his face, then you'll know the difference. So that's one thing I kind of didn't like about it. So we are gonna change this. We're gonna upgrade it. Alright, so here we are. We opened up the case already. If you guys are not familiar with the unboxing and how to open it up, take a look at my other video. Right now we just took a head start. This is pretty much the case. It's not that heavy with any aluminum on. We do have two of the connections, and here we are with RTX 2080 Ti. It's the bigger version of it. It's the cheapest version, but it's a TI RTX, GeForce RTX 2080 Ti, 3 fans, and then we have accommodated 2 more fans in here. So we're gonna go ahead and set it up, and I'm gonna rack this down. I like this setup because it's easier. In fact, you're gonna have to remove both screws on the top in order to embed it, and there is no grips in here, so you don't have to worry about that little locking mechanism that it has on the computer, because this is basically, you just drop it in there and it should fall. So here we go. It's a little crowded in there, but we're gonna move this to the side. Let me see if we can fit it, but there's enough clearance for this machine. So here we are. I'm gonna make sure we clear all this stuff without damaging it. Here we go. A little crowded, but doing it. Alright, so lock it in. It's in there. It's a little, well, we're gonna have to add the screws so you won't mess with the moving, because you don't want to mess this card up. This card is expensive, so I want to make sure we tie it down, because if you don't tie it down, it's gonna mess up your card. Any kind of movements or any of you need the supports. You do need the supports. Definitely need the supports on them. Let's go ahead and put the supports on them. You guys notice that it's not moving now, and it's going to be a base. So what you do is they give you the power for it. Plug it in. Plug it in. And that's it. We have power in here. We're going to keep it open. And then what you want to do is, want to make sure you close the base too. So we're going to close the base, but we're not going to lock it up right now. We're just going to run it. Alright, so we got to make sure that we do power it up too. So the power is right here, like if you guys can see it. It's a big old connection, and there is power right now. It just lit up, but it's not on. It's a indication that there is a signal. Now we go ahead and plug in the USB. And when we plug in the USB, just remember that it's going to be on the right hand side, all right? So we're going to go ahead and plug that in, and then we're going to go ahead and plug it into the laptop, all right? And this is very important, very critical. We're going to plug it in one of the connections in here. Go ahead and plug it in here. We got that plugged, and then we're going to power it up and see how it goes. And we're gonna run after we make sure that we run. Now you can hear all the fans running. You hear the fans running here. It's picking up the services, VGA controller. So we got to make sure we download the driver too. That's very important. But I always recommend people go to NVIDIA Experience. Let the system decide for yourself of what driver you need. You kind of need the NVIDIA Experience to play the latest games. You know, it normally updates itself automatically, which is a great thing. It tells you there's a new driver for every single game that's out there. And it's something that I highly recommend you go to the NVIDIA Experience instead of you figure out what kind of video card you have. Or it might take some time. So today we're just going to go ahead and download it. But at the same time while it's downloading, we're going to go ahead and go into the settings itself. We're going to go to the drivers, the device manager. If you guys can see it, it's in there now. It's coming up now. So we're going to go ahead and update the driver, search. It'll automatically install the NVIDIA if it finds it. I mean, most of the times it finds it right away. But sometimes it takes some time. It depends on your internet. So here we are setting this up. See if we can pick up the NVIDIA driver. It seems like it's finding something because it just stopped right now. And it's running the GeForce card on a regular laptop. So this means you could play with any laptop that normally has a Type-C third generation of USB. Okay, so just make sure that you'll be aware. I'll put all the details exactly what systems can run it with the type of USB that you currently have. Previously, you can always come back, take it off. It will automatically change back to the default. When you plug it in, it will change. Give you the options. You also have to go to the NVIDIA part of the screen where under the control panel, and you might have to change some tweaks there. So we're going to take a look at if we have to make any kind of changes. We're also going to do a demo. I'm going to connect the USB and see if you guys could see it on the Elgato card. See how good quality it picks up too also, besides just installing the driver, doing all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and do that too. I plugged it in, the card's working, and here we share the screen. We're going to split the screen as it is. So let's go ahead and demo the driver itself. It's picking up now. It's not picking up the card. We're going to go back to the details where we said we have to change it. Remember NVIDIA? You have to tell it that you want that card to be your main card, your main source. So we're going to change under, where is it? System configuration. Here it is. Right now it's auto select. We're going to go ahead and run it from here because we want the processing speed to be from NVIDIA to display the physics and everything else. So we're changing it. We apply it here. This is very important that you have to know. So once it kicks in, you'll see a big difference on all the graphics. So we go ahead and crank it up. It should pick up a lot faster too. It's okay, that's Fraps. We have it on. So it kind of jumped a little bit on the system, but let's see if it works now. See, the processing speed is there. We'll open the demo. All right, so we found another issue right here. We have to teach the system to run it. So something you have to do in a lot of applications, and some people might not show you or tell you, but we're going to show you exactly what we're going to do. We're going to close this out again, and we found another issue where you have to go back in there. You got to go to NVIDIA settings. Under the NVIDIA, you got to teach the system what is going to be running there, and the way we do that, let me go in there here under management 3D. So you got to teach the system what you're going to be running. So right now we're going to select a couple things. We're going to select the program first, the programs itself, and it should, if it doesn't show up in here, you could always find it under program management too also. So right now we're not going to select that one. We want the twin motion, so we're going to look for Unreal Epic Games here. We're going to add that one in there. Twin motion, hit add select program. So right now we're just gonna go ahead and install one. Right now the twin motion to show it. You want to save it and close it out. Once you save this twin motion, we're able to set it up in here, and it should be able to pick up with the NVIDIA. Of course, it's the fraps. We want to go ahead and do that. Now the demo's running a lot better, smoother, but the graphics are not there yet, so we're gonna fix that right now in a bit. You guys can see it. It's a lot smoother than before. We're running, instead of the 30, we're running at 200, but we're gonna go ahead and improve the graphics a little bit. Preference. We're gonna use quality. We use ultra high all the way to the bottom. Hit OK. And here's the ultra high. So this is how we want to see stuff. And it's running at 90, which is really good. It's really simple. The lighting's really good. And this is keeping up. And this video card's keeping up. Now if you can see his face, it's running really good. Now this is a really good system to keep in hand and then make sure that you guys are aware of this stuff. If you're gonna do like any kind of demos on architectural stuff, this is a great way to do it. And this is on a regular laptop. I mean, this could run on a Surface. We're also to see if we could try it out on the Surface too. In other machines that I have here, I'm going to see if I have many models I could put up available. If you want to run in Mac, you might have to download the actual application through the Windows application to run some of these things, because I'm hearing that a lot of Mac have issues. We're going to go on the outside. Look how smooth you can see the things, and it's running off the video card right now, off the video card, off the laptop, and the laptop's not generating any heat or anything like that. The processing power is being generated here, which is really awesome. I like this feature. Awesome stuff. You look at this, beautiful. And if this runs really smooth, not like before where it was not very good quality and it was way off. Look at the frames per second. It's not dropping. It's keeping above 90, which is really good, you know, especially if you're going to stream something like this, you know, the quality of it's really good. Now let's go see some more lighting effects. And remember earlier I was showing you guys the lighting effects here. Keep going all around, and I'm not using the mouse. I'm trying to control this stuff without the mouse. Let's see if I could go F. I'm going to try to make a trip of the whole thing and the forward. When it starts generating heat, the fans will kick in, but right now it's not doing that. The quality of it, this is a photo, and of course I clicked on some of the stuff, so that's why it's clicking. So let me click away. You guys can see I'm going to go in the lighting effect. The shadow effect. Going to go into the lighting effect here, the shadow, the rays, the ray tracing. Ray tracing is not available here in this application, but it will be later down the line. Right now, particles, if you guys can see the butterfly flying around. Let's go inside the car, if you could see some of the car. I should get a mouse and start messing around with the mouse, because it's a little difficult without the mouse. Inside the interior of the car. Line effect. Even the details on the faces, the colors on the walls. This girl looks suspicious here. So that's my little demo. If you guys can see it on the application, it's running good. 80, 90, you know, we're running a really good, decent speeds. Different, you could use this for a demo. All you have to do is plug it in, have everything ready. Let's go see the lighting effect on the glass. Really beautiful effects that they have. We could actually go live and look at we could change the atmosphere by saying density, but today we're gonna see if we could change the shadows and the weather. So let's go ahead and weather it. We're gonna do it seasonable. We're gonna say dark skies. dark skies, and then we'll keep it raining if it's possible. Some water effects. There it is. So we got some water effects coming to the wall windows. If we look up, it's a dome, and there's no lag whatsoever. My lag is my mouse pad because I'm actually using the keyboard and mouse, but the effects on the lighting are on the mark. This could be a great demo. See more shadows in here. Look at the aluminum on it. These are ray traces right there. Let's see if I could get this. So the aluminum there, we're gonna change the light again. We're gonna change the weather. We're gonna make it sunny. Sunny. Lower it down. Look at the effects on this. And this is, if you're gonna do some demo for a architectural demo, this is a great way, and this is a great demo for a BIM demonstration of architects. Any kind of structures that you want to set up, this is a great thing to do. We're also going to use a demo as Lumion. We're going to do demos between Lumion and this application down the line. But this is a great app that I just started messing around with. Seasonable, you can make it winter and more in summer. And growth, let's go see how live. Let's go see how we could grow the plants. We're gonna move outside again. The vegetation, we're gonna make it grow now. So we're gonna click on this and we're gonna make it grow. All the stuff go lower, and this is live. This is automatically, instantly. Look, 70. When I add more frames, when I mess around, when I let it go, it goes back to 70. Less of emotion, less air, less wind. So it's live. It's not overheating the laptop. It's running off it's generating off the GPU. It's running really good. Now, one of the things I like about it, that it works on the Dell 72 on one, also too. I got it to work. It didn't give me any trouble. It picked up with the driver. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in or put the camera in there. It didn't give me any trouble. It picked up with the driver easily. Same way, I just manually just right clicked on it and set it up and have it its own define its own driver. You could go to NVIDIA and experience. Now remember that you do need to set it up on the NVIDIA site too, under the control panel, if you want to run certain applications, so you could use the NVIDIA quality and the rendering and the FX and all that stuff. It needs to be changed there too. Well, you know what, I'm very impressed with the whole system itself. I got it to work with the NVIDIA RTX 2080 Ti. Very impressed with the whole system itself. Like it. If you want to save money in the future on the hardware, it's a great option to have. So every year, companies spend millions of dollars on upgrading their whole infrastructure on systems that can manage and hold architectural BIM drawings and other stuff, and Revit and Autodesk that can run properly. Instead of us paying every single time a new computer comes out because we want to render faster, it's best if we just buy something like this. It'll be a great saving on the company. To buying something like this, that means that anybody can dock into this system and use this system. It could be a station, a fixed station somewhere. Every year, all you have to do is buy maybe the video card, and that's about it. But if they come out with a unit that could contain 2 video cards, maybe in the future, it might even be a better option for rendering. But right now, currently, as we see, it's only one PCIe connection in there, and of course two power connections. Depends on the model, this might be obsolete in a couple of years, or it might be continuing on. But it's a great changer on purchases. That means that every year, instead of purchasing a laptop, brand new laptop every couple of weeks or every couple of months, just so you could render or have that demo, you could just have this station and replace the video card with the next generation of video card. Like I said, depending on the PCIe 6 that they set up, PCIe that they comes along with it. But for now, it's a great option because other than the video cards, you could also use it for even streaming. You guys saw I did a streaming demo on it that I was able to put the 4K on it. It was working very properly. It was working properly and well. So it could be even a station that you could move around. So the cost is not that expensive on the actual case itself, but the video card is where you have to draw the line right there. So that depends on how much money you're going to spend on it. But great option for gaming, great option for BIM, great option all around. I like it. It doesn't overheat. It doesn't take the stress out of this machine. It puts all the work out of this machine. It has extra fans in the back. It keeps cool. It automatically turns on when it gets a little hot. But if you guys see it, I had it open. It didn't even turn on. These fans were running really quiet as it is. So I'm very impressed with the system itself, the whole system itself. I like it. I see a lot of a future in it. I could take this to somebody's house, plug it in, take my laptop. They could stream live. I could be the producer there, the director, making sure that the stream is live, looking at the chats, changing the scene. I could do all that with all-in-one system. I could take this on the go. You could do live streaming on the open, but just the only thing that you got to remember, you do need the power, and the power is a big brick. If they could slim this down, it'll be an awesome system. It's still an awesome system to begin with, but right now as it currently stands, it's not slim. It's a little heavy duty. You do need a couple of items on it. One, you do need the Type-C, the 3rd generation on the USB. So that is probably some of the things that a lot of people don't have yet. But as the industry changes, it's becoming more of a standard thing on everybody's laptop. So if you guys like what you guys see, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm your host, Frank the Tank.